Welcome back to Honest Straightforward Reviews. Guys, I'm super excited today to bring a physical comparison between the RTX 4080 AIB version by PNY, and it's called Verto, and that's been pinned up against the reference design by Asrock, the 7900 XTX by AMD. Alright, so this is just a physical comparison. As I said, if you want to look at a proper comparison, and I'll be doing the review of this card very soon as well, you can check up top right hand corner in regards to performance of these two cards. Let's look at the 7900 XT first. Very, very heavy, okay? This is heavy. This is light compared to this. This guy is made out of some thick material. AMD's done a great job on that. Too bad the heat pipe needed work as well. They've kind of let that go. But let me know in the comments below if you've got one of these cards, how are you finding them? I've seen a lot of bad hype around it. What do you think? Have you got this card and how are you feeling about it? So this is fantastic to see. Look at how much air it can blow out of here. Okay, that's fantastic to see. It's got 3 fans. Great work, AMD. Great work on the bottom as well. Really open. I really would let it cool off. Why wouldn't you have a cutout here? I don't get it. This is metal, stainless steel. It's not gonna bend if you don't do the right thing with it. Okay, no cutout here, no perforations here. So those are my problems with this. No BIOS switch, nothing like that. It's very basic. Now this is a reference design, and as you might be aware that the reference design is by AMD, and all other AIBs, they get it and they push out reference design first, then they do their own one. So this is the reference design by Asrock. Let's look at PNY's effort at the 4080. This guy is huge. I've got another physical comparison of this with the RTX 3090 Euros Master, and click up top right to look at that video. But this card is bigger than that. Okay, it's not heavier. That card is heavier. I feel like when something is like this big and it's not heavy, what are they doing? Like, what corners are being cut is my question. Why is it so light? So I feel like this whole top part is all plastic, so that's not too good for heat dissipation, but it's got a bit of a cutout here, which is not too good either. Look at how tiny it is for this big massive card. Okay, so those 2 tiny cutouts and a tiny cutout here. Maybe make it a little bit longer, bigger. There's RGB here, by the way. This is good to see. Some cutouts at the back. That's great to see. Nothing here again. Okay, absolutely nothing. And there's some perforation happening here, which is nice to see. Okay, so what I would have liked to see is some holes here as well. I always like to see some holes, and make these bigger, guys. Why are they so small? And why is the card so light? It's a good thing it's light. I guess it won't bend. And I'll be doing some thorough testings on this. Now, this is reference, so it is what you get. This is over the Founders Edition. It gets about 50 megahertz more. So the Founders Edition is 2505. This is 2550, so about 45. And I'll let you guys know if you guys are interested in its overclocking capacity and all that jargon. Now that's basically it, guys, for this card. There's nothing much else to see. It's a nice looking card, can't fault it, but it's light, and I'll be reviewing it. And I got it really cheaper than anything else out there. I got it for 1800 Australian dollars, which is quite a bit. I got this for 1800 Aussie dollars as well. This is reference, not AIB, this is AIB. So more value here. DLSS ray tracing capabilities. So I don't know, you guys tell me, which one would you go for? Comment below. Don't be a fanboy, because I'm not a fanboy. I like seeing competition. I like AMD's there. AMD's there to push these guys. These guys are here to push AMD. But with the AMD had such a fantastic opportunity here to really destroy AMD's GPUs and get into their market and get a lot of their loyal customers on board, because NVIDIA's market, and NVIDIA just handicapped themselves with the price. They've just priced themselves out of the market. But then AMD comes along, the price is the same. They're saying it's cheaper, but it's the same here in Australia. And on top of that, you've got all these heatsink issues. The drivers aren't as good. It's not as good at ray tracing. Yes, granted, some of the compute benchmarks are good, but on everyday use for gaming, 16 gigs is more than enough. What I would have liked to see is, and you guys can let me know, I would have liked to see this at the XT at 12 gigs of VRAM and a bit more grunt to it, okay? A bit more grunt, a bit more cooling, and maybe have a middle card between the 7900 XT and an XTX, and that's 16 gigs, okay? But that's what I think about that card. This is good. Let's see what it does. All right, thank you for watching it to the end. I hope you enjoyed it. Take good care. Bye-bye.